And a foul call.
Here it is right here. Cross-court pass, and Brooke Wyckoff, who's underrated as a role player on this team, finds big steal coming back to the basket, but it all starts with good interior passing. Candace Dupree whips it across the floor. Brooke Wyckoff, who's known as a three-point shooter, gives up the shot, finds Sylvia Fowles, gets an easier basket.
Oh, careless pass stolen away. Camille Little on the run out, left-handed layup is good.
And again, sometimes you forget Sylvia Fowles is a rookie, and that was a rookie mistake right there, throwing the pass right there where it could be stolen. But those are growing pains that I want to see now. Next year, when she's in her second year, is when I expect her to really take that next leap and really supplant Lisa Leslie as the really dominant, big woman in this league. I mean, Lauren Jackson is a superstar player and not take anything away from her. But Sylvia, I think, is going to take this league to another level for what she's able to do. And she's able to dunk a basketball, and I would not be surprised that if she doesn't have 2 or 3 or 4 dunks in a season, not just one, but to be able to get 2 or 3 dunks in a season, which you don't see in the WNBA.
Katie Gerald misses the jumper. Good save by Candace Dupree. Sky up by 9, trying to finish off the first half in style. And a foul called about 40 feet away from the bucket on Camille Little.
Camille Little, her first.
Kiana Chaney back into the game for the second time here in the first half. She replaces Gia Perkins. Gia 6 of 7 shooting. She's got 12 points, 2 assists. Also has a couple of personal fouls, so she's being protected here in the final minute of the first half.
And then something else that kind of goes unnoticed a little bit is the job that Stephen Key has done in his first year, along with assistant coach Mike Mitchell and Stephanie White. I mean, a very good coaching staff that works tireless with these girls.
Wow, Sue Bird with the steal and the bucket. Just a steady point guard.
You know, and everybody talks about, you know, Kathy Poindexter and some of these other guards in this league. Sue Bird could really average 20, 25 points a game if she really wanted to. I mean, she's like the Jason Kidd of the WNBA. She's always constantly trying to get everybody involved, and when she wants to take over a game, she can take over a 2-minute, 3-minute stretch and really put on the show.
Yeah, Sue Bird, look at those numbers right there. She averages 14 points a game, but in the last 3 games, she's averaging over 22 points a game, and that's because she's had to. Lauren Jackson hasn't been around, so she's upped her scoring average by close to 9 points a game.
And that's what great players do. They elevate their games when something like that happens, when you lose a superstar player. Now she's taken it upon herself now to step up and really play. And as you see, they've closed the gap now going into the halftime. They made a nice little run for themselves. And, you know, they go into halftime feeling pretty good about themselves, even though they turned the ball over as much as they have.
Largest lead for the Sky had been 12. It's cut down to 5. Shot clock winding down. Chaney can't hit the shot. Offensive rebound, Dupree. The Sky can hold for the last shot. Chaney, she can hit that shot. She's going to fire. Long ball. Way off the mark, and that'll do it. Not the way the Sky wanted to end the first half. They played very well for a large chunk of the first half, but what could have been a double-digit lead is only 5 as Stephen Key's team goes to the locker room. So Sue Bird, the veteran, along with Swin Cash, getting Seattle back into this game, and we've got a game here after 20 minutes of play. Sarah Kwasinski is standing by with Gia Perkins.
Eric, Gia, you came out shooting 6 for 7. You got 12 points. Eastern Conference Player of the Week. Where's this fire coming from?
Well, I think it's just my teammates giving me the ball at the right time, and I think a lot of them were easy layups, and once you hit your first ones, you got a lot of confidence. So it's just my teammates finding me and whenever I'm open and me hitting them the shot.
You got the lead right now against Seattle. Big game for you guys. Last time you faced them, you guys lost 23 points in the second half. How do you maintain this lead?
Well, I think it's going to start with our defense. I think in the second quarter we kind of lost that, so we just got to pick it back up in the second half.
Great, thank you so much. Good luck. Back to you, Eric.
Sarah, all right. Halftime here at the UIC Pavilion. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we will be live here at the UIC Pavilion with halftime festivities. The Chicago Sky trying to keep on keeping on. They've won 3 straight, looking for a franchise high 4 consecutive wins.
The Chicago Sky Eye on MeTV is brought to you by Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. Chevrolet, proud to be the official vehicle of the Chicago Sky. Gatorade, it's in the Chicago Sky. Is it in you? Jewel Osco, shop Jewel and discover great values throughout the store. All fresh to your family from Jewel Osco. Bank of America, Bank of Opportunity. University of Illinois Medical Center, a higher level of care. ComEd, go green, save green. Visit ComEdCare.com for energy-saving tips. Lou Malnati's, for Chicago's best pizza. Fast break to Lou Malnati's after the game.
The Chicago Sky winning the first half by a score of 34-29. What does the second half have in store? Well, for that, we have to go to the head coach, Stephen Key, who's standing by with Sarah Kwasinski. Sarah.
Thanks, Eric. Coach, you're coming into this game. The reigning MVP is out. What was your major point of attack in this first half?
Well, we didn't want to do anything special. We know she's not here, but we still got to play the team that showed up. So we didn't necessarily have a particular game plan to take advantage of anything, but we know that they're a good team and that we have to concentrate in order to win this game.
You're up at the half. This would be the first time in franchise history the Sky has beaten the Storm. What's your number one emphasis in the second half?
I think we need to do a better job of getting the loose balls. They scored 8 points right at the end of the half, but it wasn't out of their offense. It was off of us not getting the loose balls and everything else. So if we can hold on to the loose balls and make them play a half-court offense, I think we'll be better off.
Great. Thanks, Coach. Good luck. Back to you, Eric.
Thank you, Sarah. So those are Coach Key's, his keys. Let's take a look at our first half numbers through 20 minutes. What jumps out of the screen at you, Stacy?
Well, the turnovers. I mean, 16 turnovers for the Storm, 9 for the Sky, and then you look at points in the paint. Chicago dominating that area 22-14, but the turnovers really hurt the Storm, especially in the first quarter. They did a much better job in the second quarter, and if they went in at halftime, that's one of the things they're going to have to correct in the second half, but they're going to even have a chance to win this game.
Neither team has made a three-point field goal. Both sides 0 for 2. Quite possibly whichever team gets hot from deep will have the best chance of coming home with the W. Let's take a look at the point leaders. Remember, no Lauren Jackson playing for the Seattle Storm. That means they got to get points from a lot of other people. It's been Camille Little stepping up. She's got 6 points. Sue Berg with 6. Win Cash with 5. And then Gia Perkins just standing alone. The reigning Eastern Conference Player of the Week with 12 early points. She's 6 of 7 shooting from the field.
Well, she's taking high percentage shots. The Sky is taking high percentage shots. They're shooting close to 54%. They've got to continue to do that. And they've done this mostly without Candace Dupree really doing anything offensively. She's 1 for 3, not looking to score like we're accustomed to seeing her do. They're going to need her big second half out of her because you know this Seattle Storm with this veteran-laden team is going to make a run.
There's Candace Dupree, just 3 first-half points. Remember, she averages 17 points per game. That's 12th best in the entire WNBA. So she is due.
Well, both her and Gia Perkins have been the scoring, options for Chicago all season long. They average about 34 points between them, and they need her to really step up here in the second half if they're going to really make a strong finish to hold off this Storm team, because you saw the Storm make a run in that second quarter, and that's what veteran leadership does. You've got veterans out on the floor that know how to come back from games like this, and they're not just going to roll over and let the Sky take this game. The Sky's going to have to go out there and earn it.
Yeah, Seattle ended that first half on an 8-0 run. Thought for a moment that the Sky had a chance to bury them in the first half. Wasn't to be. All right, same starting 5 on the floor here in the third quarter that began the game for the Sky. Fouls, Wyckoff, Dupree, Canty, and Perkins. Inside, shot is missed. Tanisha Wright will go to the free throw line.
See what you see the Storm doing right now, Eric, is they're taking Sylvia away from the basket, which enables the guards from Seattle to get dribble penetration. And once you take that shot blocker away, you can get to the basket and get opportunities like they got right there. Now she's going to the foul line.
Wright misses the first. Second-year pro from Penn State.
It's that typical West Coast kind of offense where it's a lot of dribble penetration, a lot of back pick screen, which forces the big people for the Sky to have to get out and defend on the perimeter.
Dominique Canty gets it over to Gia Perkins. She has only missed 1 shot so far today. She's 6 out of 7. Dupree skying along the baseline, a little bit too strong. Tips it back over to Wyckoff.
Good play right there. Saw Candace Free just missed that little easy layup, but Big Sil was able to tap it right back to her, and Brooke Wyckoff with a nice bucket, being in the right place at the right time.
First bucket of the day for Wyckoff in her 14 minutes on the floor.